Carnivore found me, your Dirty Carnivore channel. So today I was inspired to do a video on a carnivore cake, and this inspiration came from the steak and butter gal. She did a video on it. So today I have all my ingredients, but before I get started, I have a cameraman and I would like to let them introduce themselves and tell you where you can find them.
Hey, my name is Germany Bad with 2 D's, but my Instagram is Germany Badass. You can find me on Instagram at Germany Badass with 2 D's.
Okay, so, and I have my grandson watching me. So let's get started. So what we have here is we have our 16 eggs. We're gonna be doing one bundt cake as opposed to a 2-layer cake. So we're gonna use all of our ingredients at the same time. So we have 16 eggs. We have some butter just to grease our pans. We have our Philadelphia cream cheese. And that's going to be just for the cake and the icing. However, I'm gonna add a little touch of organic, 100% raw organic honey to my, not to the cake, to the icing, okay? And the icing we're gonna be making with our heavy whipped cream. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with this largest bowl, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack my eggs and separate my eggs. My hands are all washed and clean. Everything is all washed and clean, so I may have to use my hands to separate these eggs the way the steak and butter gal did. So we're gonna start by putting our whites in here and our yolks in there. Okay. We're gonna fast forward this. So we have it separated. We have the whites here and we have the egg yolks here. And so the next thing we're gonna do is gonna slide that to the side. We're gonna open up our cream cheese. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in our Philadelphia cream cheese. Cream cheese. That's one. Okay, let's open up our second one. This is 8 ounces, I believe that's 8 ounces. Okay, can you throw that away for Grandma? Thank you. Okay, right. That's what I was thinking as well. Because that mommy gets tired, she said. Okay, let's pour this in. Okay. Now, before I get going, I need to come over here and I need to set my oven to 300 because the cake is going to cook for 25 minutes. So I'll come over here. Okay, we're preheating the oven. Okay, so now we're gonna take our egg yolks and our cream cheese and we're gonna beat it up. something else I wanted to do. I wanted to add just a little bit of this whipping cream. This is not the way she did it, but I just wanted to make an added addition because usually when I cook my eggs, I'll put milk in it. So we're gonna do about maybe about 1/4 of a cup. Also, with the heavy whipping cream, it does create a small bit of sweetness. The thing with carnivores, if you've been a carnivore for any length of time, any little bit of sweetness tastes extra sweet to you. Really? So let's. Okay, so we got that nice and smooth.
Pause.
So we'll be back to
Pause.
beat the yolks up. Ready? Okay, before we get started whipping our egg whites, we are going to use our butter so we can grease our pan. Okay, so I'm gonna just grease my pan really, really good because we don't want it to stick. Right, we don't want it to stick. And make sure the pan is nice and greased on all sides. Okay, so now we have a nice and greased pan. So now, what we're gonna do is we are going to beat up our egg whites. Okay, so now that we beat this here into a foamy, fluffy concoction, what we're going to do is we're going to add the egg yolks, the smooth egg yolks, into here very slowly, and we're going to keep it nice and clumpy. So I'm going to start by adding it, and I'm going to use this to fold it over. Fold it over. We're not going to stir this or whip it. We're going to fold it over, and we're going to keep it nice and clumpy. We're going to pour it nice and slowly. Just fold it over. Now, if you're a dirty carnivore like me, you could even put a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of honey in here, a little bit of vanilla. We're not going to use all of this egg yolk batter because we're going to make us a honey drizzle to put on the top once we're done. So we'll leave about that much in there. We'll fold that over. Basically like that. It looks good to me. What do you think, Jeremy?
I think it looks amazing.
Okay, so here we want to now pour this in here. Put this in our cake pan. Our greased cake pan. So here's what we have, and this is what we're gonna place in the oven for 25 minutes. Place that in the oven, and we'll wait 25 minutes. Okay, so while we're waiting on our cake to get ready, we're going to do our icing. And we're using heavy whipping cream for our icing. So I'm gonna pour that whole thing in there. I'm actually gonna use almost 2 of these for our icing. Remember, I used about 1/3 of this. Was it 1/3 or was it 1/4? I think it was 1/4 of this to put in our batter. Okay, so we're gonna whip this up the same way. Germany, I was thinking, let's give our icing a little bit of a butter flavor. So we'll put a little bit of this pure Irish butter in it. Give it a little bit of a flavor. Let's see, that's 1 teaspoon. So let's put about, 2 teaspoons in it. Let's go. I should have waited till it got closer. Okay, so woo! Oh my God! Maybe I put a little bit too much in the pan. But woo! Look at what
It's really amazing.
Wow! Okay, so here we have our cake fresh out of the oven. So basically we're gonna let this sit here for a good 15 to 20 minutes to cool down. And we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we're back and I finally got it out of the pan. And it's so soft and gelatin-like, you can hardly see the actual hole that was in there. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our icing and we're gonna put our icing, spread our icing over it. Okay. So did we tell people how we did the honey drizzle? So we basically used the batter that we had here and we put some 100% pure organic honey in it. So there we have it. We have our carnivore cake.
It looks amazing.